Okay, welcome to a class on inversion, and this is really subject and auxiliary verb inversion that we will look at today. And I'm pleased to say that you all already use inversion, and you do it every single time you ask a question or an echo question or a question tag, or you agree or disagree with so would I, or so does he, or neither should we, or neither have they, because that and that are inverted. The auxiliary verb and the subject are inverted. I would is the usual word order. We should is the usual word order. So we already use inversion all the time, all of us, when we make questions. And if you don't use an inversion when you make a question, you are making a mistake. You are speaking incorrectly. So I am sure that all of you already use inversion, and that's the number one thing to remember. You already use it. But what you don't know, maybe, is that we use inversion with fronted negative adverbials. Now that's a very grammatical way of putting it, but it is what it is. Because if you look at the start of any of these sentences that I'm using as examples of inversion, then you see these fronted, and that just means put at the front, these fronted negative, look, no is negative, adverbials, yeah, at no time, it's negative, not once, it's negative, not only, it's negative, under no circumstances, it's negative. Okay, so when you front these negative adverbials, you must use, and you really must, if you don't, it's a mistake, just like with questions, you must invert the subject and the auxiliary verb, which is what we see here, yeah, and here, yeah. So I'm going to put it in a circle just to make it clear. So we say something like this: at no time did he ask me, and not at no time he asked me. Not that one. You've got to use the auxiliary verb did, and you've got to invert it with the subject. At no time did he. Just like a question, just like did he eat fish and chips, we would say at no time did he ask me. A single question, yeah, something like that. Or not once has he said thanks. Yeah, you're complaining here. Perhaps he's very impolite, he's very rude. You say not once has he said thanks. Even if we use not only, and I tell all students to do their best to use this not only but also, and it's because it gives you an ideal opportunity to use inversion. You have to use inversion when you use not only but also, and you ought to think about parallel structure.